Hi everyone. Welcome to my first video. Today I'm going to explain regarding on the Excel formula, sum function, and some tips which is around which we will use on this video. So starting from there's a checklist for myself here. So starting from it, the first one is called asterisk. So as you can see right here, I actually have two types of table. One type is a vertical table, and another one is a horizontal. So as you can see, the criteria and the values are going downwards at vertically placed, and another one is horizontally placed. So regarding on our sum, the sum function adds value. It is very simple. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate a little bit. So before we start with that, the asterisk. Okay, as you can see, I have units and unit costs, items, region, representative, order dates. So today we are going to use more on unit cost and units, which is numbers value here. Okay, so we're going to give it another column. Okay, so how many units times how many unit costs to get the total up? This is the asterisk used, which is we but by starting it, we need to use equals. Every Excel formula begins with the equal symbol, okay? So we're starting for the equals. Okay, then you can click on the cell at here, E3, which shows 95. It will capture the value from this cell, and then we put asterisk, and we click another one, F3. And after that, just press enter, and you get the value. Yeah, this is the value, which is 95 times 1.99. Okay, so this is very simple, which is multiple. Okay, so we're going to do for all these rows. So we just drag it down. As you can see, we have our all value right over here. Now we need to sum up all the total. Okay, how are we going to get the total? So this lead to the second checklist, which is the old method and the new method, which is a plus and a sum. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the old method first. Okay, so old method, some people may use plus sign to plus symbol to use to for sum lah. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one and press plus, clear this, plus, clear this, plus, clear this. Okay, actually this works. You can get 2374.7476. Okay, so yeah, this is a old methods way. Some people might like to use this. With Excel formula, just use equals sum. Okay, so as you can see, when you type sum, it will shows you actually there's some if, some ifs, some product. This I will demonstrate. I will show in another video in future. And this is a formula that Excel capable to do. Scan, search, everything. So let's go with sum. And then here's the two tips. Add all the numbers in the range of cell. Okay, so after we have sum, we have start with open parenthesis. As you can see, there's another two tips, which is it will ask you to put number one, two, three, da 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 da. Okay, so starting with the number one, and we don't need to add simple sum plus at here. We just comma click, comma click. But this is a very I mean not a convenient way. You can just drag it down here. Okay, this is the range that we want to sum up. So here, as you can see, this symbol represents for a range in Excel. Okay, close parenthesis, and you can see we get the same value as old methods, which is actually faster and more convenient. Okay, so another thing is we're going to show at here, which is horizontally. So yeah, I'm starting with the same thing again. Total, and we just equals 95 asterisk and 1.99. Just drag it all to here. And yeah, we're going to use the sum method only. Okay, sum up. That's all. Okay, so equals. You don't have to definitely at the same column. You can put it at a different column or in different places if you want. Okay, so you just drag. Sorry, you need to put sum first. Okay, just drag whole thing, then close parenthesis, then you get the value you want. Okay, okay, basic, simple. Okay, now we're going to the third case, which is range and one by one. Okay, so we are going to discuss about one by one issue. For example, I'm going to just do for pencil. Yeah, I need to do for pencil only. Okay, this one I delete back. Okay, so just for pencil, total pencil. Okay, so for this one, we need to do one by one. Yeah, we need to do one by one. So you just click on this one. Okay, and then control this one. Control, and then click on the shell that you want to put it. Just control and then one close parentheses. Yeah, you get what you want right over here. Well, the range is actually just now I just showed you already. So yeah, this is how I get. Okay, so this one close. This is one by one lah. You can see it's using comma. Okay, so another one log shell. Okay, so eventually this one we are going to explain to you how I'm going to times actually. For example, this is a for example already. Okay, I'm going to black this, hide this out using black color. So you got focusing on this one. Okay, so this is the table. Okay, it gives you pencil and unit cost. Okay, and let's set some criteria that you are not allowed to add anything at this table, but beside here you can add anything. Usually people will do like this, they will just drag it down, just copy and paste, and then they will just times everything, right? Okay, so but just in case, for example, okay, I want to do just for one column and one row. There's no other reference that you can do. Okay, starting with for this one, John's has 95 units, so equals. Okay, so 95. So click on 95, asterisk, and 1.99. Okay, right? So as you can see, here only have three rows. Usually, if you really want to do, you just like, oh, okay, I click on this one, asterisk on this one. But this is just a very repetitive works and it's very annoying if you have a very long table. Okay, so how I'm going to do this is we need to lock down the key. Okay, for example, as you can see right over here, we have a uh, BD13 and B13. Okay, B13 stands for this unit cost. So I'm going to move all the units downward, but without moving this unit cost. I have to lock it down by pressing F4. As you can see, there's a dollar sign in front of B and 13. Oops. Okay, then press enter and you drag it down the whole thing. Okay, so you might can see here the value is the same. Okay, what if I didn't lock the key? So I didn't lock the cell. So yeah, just put it back. Okay, so press now. It will get 0, 0. This is because it will move down this shell together. Do you get it? So yeah, okay. If you just want to move just for the column without, but you still can move the row. Okay. For example, I give you another one. Is a pen and a dress, something like that. Okay, just 1 and 3. Okay, so if you pull it now directly, you can get it. You can get this one. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so but back to here, this one. If you doesn't want to this move, just press S4. Okay, so dollar sign for B means it locks at the row, And dollar sign in front of 13 is log at the sorry, this B is a column and 13 is a row. Okay. So okay, for example, I just log 13 without log the B. Okay, so I just drag it from here to here. You can see it moved the row, but if I drag this downwards, you can see it didn't move at all. It didn't move 13, right? Okay, this is a log cell. Okay. Okay, so there are multiple errors. For example, as you can see, this one show error right over here. Why it show this error come out? Because sum is only used for numbers. So John is not numbers, it's a text, so it shows error. Very basic. Okay, so thank you for watching. We'll continue the next video on sum if and sum ifs. Please comment at the video on this video and regarding on what kind of formula that you want to know. I will create more explanation on those videos, those formulas. Yeah, thanks. Goodbye.